We are following some breaking news. A suspect in custody after officials say someone opened fire on Border Patrol agents over the weekend in Chicago. And we're learning that a so-called shoot-on-sight order was allegedly issued by a gang directed at agents carrying out Operation Midway Blitz. Let's get right out to NewsNation's Nichole Berlie, who is following the very latest on this. Nichole, what more do you know about this arrest?
Yeah, hey, Nicole. So shots were allegedly fired at Border Patrol agents in Chicago's Little Village neighborhood on Saturday over the weekend. Now our DHS sources say that a person in connection with that shooting is now in custody. What they're saying is that he's an illegal immigrant felon from Mexico. He was apparently inside of that Jeep with a gun, but they're working right now to confirm that he is, in fact, the one who fired shots. So this manhunt isn't necessarily over just yet. But here's what DHS is saying happened. They're saying that agents that were conducting immigration enforcement near 26 and Kedzie where someone in a black Jeep opened fire and then actually took off from the scene. DHS also says people nearby threw bricks and even a paint can at Border Patrol vehicles. Chicago police did respond as well. They secured the scene there. No one was actually hit by that gunfire. One CPD officer, though, was accidentally struck by a pickup truck. That officer is expected to be okay. The driver did receive a citation. But people who live in that area, though, they're accusing federal agents of continuing to be too aggressive. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Each and every single time, they left destruction in their wake. They left traumatized people in their wake.
Yesterday, community members witnessed ICE and CBP agents shoot pepper balls, use tear gas, and use pepper spray.
So residents are increasingly frustrated, too, with Operation Midway Blitz. One man sharing his story on how he was in the car with his family on the way to the store, and they were actually pepper sprayed, and that included exposure to his one-year-old daughter as well. And this all comes as a judge ruled just last week that a temporary restraining order that included tactical differences where agents could and couldn't use some of their tactics like using pepper spray. That order, Nicole, is going to stay in place for the foreseeable future. That one is still playing out in court right now, Nicole.
All right, so that is still playing out in court, Ali. We also know that DHS is reporting that there's this increase in threats against federal agents, against officers, including this shoot-on-sight order. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, so that's an order that actually came out in an internal alert that our sources were able to provide to us, showing that that is what they're being directed. According to this alert, Customs and Border Protection received credible information that Latin King's leadership has issued a, quote, shoot-on-sight directive targeting immigration officers, specifically working Operation Midway Blitz in Chicago and surrounding areas. So we did get a response from DHS who says in part, quote, nearly every day we have seen violence, assaults, or smears against our officers in Chicago, including yesterday, meaning Saturday, when agents' vehicles were rammed multiple times and shots were fired at them. Now, agents have been warned to stay hypervigilant, of course, as they're out there conducting these operations, kind of head on a swivel there as this shoot-on-sight order has been given. When it comes to the Latin Kings, we're talking about 20 to 35,000 members across the country. They're active in 34 different states. Now, I asked Chief Gregory Bovino, who's running these operations, what he had to say about that shoot-on-sight order. Here's a quote from him. He says, Latin Kings have messed with the worst group possible. He's saying they will degrade, dismantle, and destroy them. Nicole?
All right, Ali Bradley, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.